Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Bengals of Paris.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stevens, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The Bengals at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
Here we go.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens.
You look at his defense for the Vikings.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Gotta go.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Burrow changing the look.
12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, take. 11, dot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Kene Nwangu.
It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Byron Murphy, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, Whitfield.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
You know, on first down, they run with Camaras. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now a give right side. Whitfield. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Here comes third down at 7.
They'll keep it on the
does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Joseph's got it, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm fine, ready?
Now Burrow changing things up here. They'll run on first down. Stevens. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Don.
Burrow on play action. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
the 9-yard
11,
line.
11.
To the air again, Burrow.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Able to shake him off. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Play action. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. Set.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now. Whitfield. And he'll will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 24, Bengals 7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Logan Wilson
From his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Under pressure, they got him again. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
we go. 11, Thomas.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
11, MT, take. Dot.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up second down.
Dot.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, Stevens. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And quickly they get to the line.
11, 11. 11, 11.
They go play action with Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Stop.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race inside the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. He went over 100 yards a week ago, and with that run, he does it again.
He's an absolute horse, a guy that eats carries. And what I mean by that, the more you hand it to him, the more the production you're going to get. A big-time performer.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's get set.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11,
And
11,
with time
11,
quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Twelve. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. 11. God.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson. He stiff-arms him. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Purdy now to throw. He gets it to Addison. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Jordan Addison. A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. Addison hauls it in. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try the left side. Whitfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking deep here for Chase. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Terrace Marshall from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
Go, Rick, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Addison will go in motion left. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Ready up.
2nd and 20.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Purdy looking to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 45.
You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 174 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Joseph's got it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here is 3rd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.